Hello mga kababayan, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Laruan ni Obi-Wan. Prophet Director Destro, actually the real name for this action figure is Pimp Daddy Destro. Now, the Pimp Daddy Destro did not come in actually in classified series form, but originally it was purposed to be released in 3.75-inch form way back, but Hasbro got scared that the design was just too drastic and too wild, that they reverted back to the original black, red, and silver helmet design for Destro. So this design actually in 3.75-inch scale became a collector's item. So the ones that were released in market was really sought after. Now we had this released last year by G.I. Joe Classified Series, but I really did not able to see this specific action figure in wide circulation at your Walmarts or Targets. Actually, I would see this in limited quantity in small bookshops, hobby shops, and toy shops. And actually, I purchased this action figure from a hobby shop. So yeah, let us review this figure and let us see how wild the design really is. So we have the figure out of the box. So actually, this is the content of our purchase. So we have the same attaché case, computer, and money case, only in different color. The first version of the classified Destro had a black attaché case. Now the first version of Destro did not come with this cat cape. So the Pimp Daddy Destro or the Prophet Director Destro is the only Destro that has this cape, which I would show later. Now he would only have this silver revolver or semi-automatic of some sort, really wild design. We would have these money bills on fire, a pair of sunglasses. So it's really wild design, because you have a helmeted head, and then you're going to wear a sunglass over that helmeted head. So anyway, so we also have this holster to secure this revolver slash semi-auto of some sort. So I really could not understand the design of this weapon. As a gun guy, this is something that is inadmissible. It's either a semi-automatic or a revolver. But by the way it looks, it's a hodgepodge of two weapon designs. Well, actually, let's take this figure out of packaging and show you how wild the design really is. Okay, so let's tackle basically just the figure without the accessories. So as you could see, the boot area on the toes, it's supposed to be colored gold, but I just couldn't stand the color of gold on the boots, so I already painted them black. But just imagine that those boot ends or toe ends are colored gold for the purpose of this review. So basically, we have leopard prints or whatever cut prints on the suit. So we have it on the pant area, the side of the pants, and it would cover a side of his butt cheeks. And this really colored pistol holster, drop leg holster design would cover this area over here, so it would not expose the leopard or cheetah prints or whatever cut that is on the pants of the figure. Now I really like the color of the suit. It's compared to the black Destro figure. Because, well, if you're going to display this in your case, the figure just won't stand out. On the visible portion of the figure, when you take a look at your G.I. Joe Classified Series case or display case, would be the head and the red on the shoulder sleeves. So the original design really looked kind of plain. So this is really so far they call it wild, but I guess it's going to get wilder if you're going to really put this on. So let's put these accessories on, the rest of the accessories. Okay, so we have Pimp Daddy Destro with all his bling. So we have that cape, we have the sunglasses, we have these money bills that he just burned his profit. He just burned his profit. You hold the gold attaché case, so just a different color. Of course, this is Pimp Daddy Destro. So black color is just way too bland. So we have a gold colored attaché case. And the best thing that I love and hate about this figure is we have, of course, we know that is a helmeted head, and Destro is using a helmet over his head, and he's using sunglasses over that helmeted head. So I could just possibly imagine how he could possibly see through the visor of his helmet and the sunglasses too. So he has two vision blocks, but I guess he won't be burning his eyeballs if he has these bills too close to his face. So really radical design on this action figure. So just like the 3.75 inch that classified series, which is 6 inches, you really could see all of the detail of Destro as Pimp Daddy. So we have that cat draped over him. So we have the hind legs, and we have the tail, and we have the pose resting on Destro's shoulder, and we have a gold securing thing for his cape. And at the same time, this figure also has a gold necklace, so really pimped out. So if you are not into this thing, or if you want a little bit more subdued Destro, then here are your options. Okay, so we have option number 1. Basically, just take off the sunglasses, and then take off the cape, paint the toe ends of the boots from gold to black, and just place this pistol inside the attaché case. Anyway, he has forearm mounted missiles for defense or offense. So this pistol, well, compared to those missiles, I would rather have forearm fired missiles. And the thing is, just take this holster off the figure, because actually it is a nice looking action figure. The thing that only really makes it more toyish or non-realistic is this thing, because if this was just of a different shade of color, possibly gray or black, or just, let's say, just black, this would have been a more subdued item and it would blend well with the figure. But this thing is just way too flashy, too candy colored, and very unrealistic. So what I did was to really take off that holster from the belt. Just use your X-Acto knife and then paint those boot ends black. So we have a more it's still the basic colors is still pimped out because of the cut design that is attached to the suit of the figure, but this way it looks more subdued. Just the attaché case, put the pistol in it, you still have that bills that is burning, you could display it, and the head. So just number 2 option. So the next customization option we have, or kit bash idea or modification idea or whatever you call it, would be to swap out bodies and heads. So if you want a more subdued, a more weapons dealer type modern version or businessman, then just put the head of Destro on this Baron Zemo figure. So just reassign the attaché case with the, of course, the pistol inside the attaché case. And if you have the other Baron Zemo hands, he could hold on to the burning money bills. But if you're not into this kind of thing, then let's do the transformation. So we have the Baron Zemo transformation into Destro. So just simple swap of accessories. We still made use of the necklace, the head, the burning wad of bills, the attaché case with the pistol in it. And as you could see, of course, the head is going to be out of proportion to the rest of the body. Well, of course, it's a helmeted head, so it's admissible that the head is going to be out of proportion to hide the black market weapons dealer's identity. So Destro's identity is hidden. It is more business-like this way, but it still looks and feels like Destro because of the head, the necklace, and the fur lining on the coat, which, just like the Destro action figure, would have a really raised coat lining on the shoulders. So this is more of a contemporary businessman Destro look without much of the bling from the original design. And you could still make use of the burning this accessory just by throwing it on the ground and letting those bills burn. So actually it's the same effect, and you have a pointing finger giving commands to his men to unload those crates of weapons and ammunition. So if you're not into this kind of thing, this more contemporary or modern or let's say realistic look for Destro, then let's take another turn on the modification, customization, or kit bashing for this action figure. I guess this is going to be the final look for this Pimp Daddy Destro, because the second version, actually we just made use of the head and some accessories. Actually the body is different. It looks okay, but it's just not wise use of the available materials you have on hand, especially the purchase of the body of the action figure, which is actually where the rest of these items are built on. Okay, so moving on to the last final modification slash kit bash slash custom for this Pimp Daddy Destro. Now it's going to make the figure a more subdued, kind of tactical looking, and at the same time you still have that Destro look or commanding presence to it, instead of the second version, which was more businessman like, and the body was just way too thin. So this second version is going to use 80 to 90% of available materials from the Pimp Daddy Destro. We're not just going to use this ridiculous looking cape, but you could store it for other purposes later if you want to return this figure to stock version. And of course, we're not going to use the sunglasses. Now the rest of the accessories that you see before on hand would be, of course, the attaché case / computer case, the bills, the pistol. This is originally what came with the figure. Now the additional accessories that we're going to attach to the figure would be this coat. Now this coat is from a Marvel Legends Netflix Punisher. Now these two accessories, these PMAG holders, drop leg PMAG holders, would come from a Punisher figure and a Eric Killmonger figure from Marvel Legends. Now this AR-15 pistol, this pistol actually is not a Marvel Legends design or anything. So this actually is a keychain that was included from a purchase of a pistol trigger that I made online. So the trigger manufacturer for my service pistol included this keychain with my purchase. So I took a look at it and saw that, ooh, okay, this is something that I could use for my action figure collection. So when I fit it to one of the Marvel Legends that I have on hand, it was a perfect fit. So I knew that this thing could be used for a 6-inch figure, this AR pistol design. So we have a magnifier, an EOTech sight, we have a built-in flash suppressor, a vertical foregrip, and a laser of some sort. So it's not visible whether what type of laser it is, but only one thing is clear: it's a laser aiming device. So if you have this short of a weapon, it's nice to have an aiming device such as a laser to assist you with targeting. So great looking AR pistol. We have these PMAGs to go with the weapon system, and we have the coat to subdue a little bit the rest of the design of the Pimp Daddy Destro. So let's get through with the customization kit bash modification. So this is the third and final mod or custom reveal. So we just fitted all of the accessories that I had spread out on the previous clip, and we have on Destro right now. So first item, we would have the coat, of course, on the figure. I just did a little bit of modification, took out the some materials of the coat so it would fit nicely and it would not look bunched up on the back of the figure. So we have the attaché case. Still, we have the attaché case. That is an important or really iconic piece of accessory to have your Destro with, and I just put the pistol in the case instead of making use of this ridiculous looking highly really colored holster. Okay, so the pistol is in there, and finally final reveal. So this is how my Destro looks right now. So we still made use of the other accessories, the burning bills, we have the coat, we have the AR pistol just tucked inside the coat, and we have the ammunition retention system, which are drop leg. So from the front you could see that there are straps on the thighs of the figure, and if you just do this, just actually the AR pistol is just snug fit into there, and the rubber coat is going to hold on to that pistol if you want the figure to be holding on to that burning wad of cash. But you could also do this other thing, let him hold on to the AR pistol, let those wad of cash burn on the ground that way, and let him hold on to the AR pistol. So which we are going to do or demonstrate right now. So that is really a perfect fit. So why would Destro, he's a weapons manufacturer, be armed with a lesser caliber weapon system? So 5.56, that is a good choice, just in smaller configuration in pistol format. So he has all the tech on his weapon. He has ammunition pouches on his left and right thighs, and it is not really totally covered by the black coat, because as you could see, the straps are still peeking, and from the side you could see the P mags. So this is my final Pimp Daddy Destro redesign or custom. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and happy Thanksgiving to all.